Yay. Alright, this man's got the regalia. Show off, why don't you? The Singularity Reactor. Look at this big man. The biggest dickest. And his knights. Kind of cool how they incorporated the knights around like this.
Brothers, the time has come to call upon the true power of the Heavensward.
Oh, they just straight up look like the knights of the round, huh?
Fight me if you will, warrior of light. I care not. All who stand against me will be destroyed, be they servants of the darkness or the light. By my blessing shall all men be sanctified, and an endless era of peace begin. Vice and conflict shall cease to be. You reject my divinity, yet what have you to offer my people in its stead? Bitter truth? Virtuous suffering? No matter. If you believe your cause just, I call upon you to defend it with your life.
Oh. Oh god. My god, this is so sick! What the fuck? Oh god. Oh god, fucking Christ. Okay. Oh, I just dodged it real quick. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, it's pushing us so much. Jesus fuck. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh my god. That's so fucking cool. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so sick. The big ass sword.
How can this be? A millennium of prayer and the eye's power combined, and still you stand.
Oh, he's scared of me.
Who? What are you?
That was so sick. Oh my god. Holy crap.
It is over then. I had hoped that mine would be the hand to end it. But knowing you, there was little chance of that. Twould seem the eye has served you well. Its twin, at long last. All that remains is to take them beyond the reach of man and dragon both. With this task accomplished, my toil shall finally be at an end.
Was he just reborn, or is he like, or that's still Estinian?
Nidhogg, my child, what hath thy fury made of thee? Let us away, servant of Hydaelyn.
Chief, oh,
Over there!
that it wasn't talking. I thought it was voice acted.
Oi! Haha! God damn it! Do you always have to cut it so bloody close?
Not gonna comment how I'm riding a dragon.
It would seem she has done it again.
Was there ever any doubt? Let us return to ISHGARD. Our friends will be eager to learn the battle's outcome and welcome back their champion.
Where is Estinian?
He kind of turned into Nidhogg. Calm down, boys. It's me.
I dare say you are the first soul in ISHGARDian history to arrive in our city upon Dragonback. This scene shall be remembered for 1,000 years to come.
As we had feared, the Archbishop summoned the soul of King Thordan into himself, and thence became a primal.
But he and his knights are no more, thanks to the Warrior of Light.
Your struggles are not yet over, mortals.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Estinian.
Whom do I have the pleasure?
I am Midgard Sommer. I have journeyed with Hydaelyn's champion and observed her deeds in the conflict between man and dragon.
Yeah.
Tell me, children of Thordan, do you desire peace.
My people have committed unspeakable atrocities against dragonkind, even against our own. Would that we could undo these wrongs. But we cannot. Be that as it may, the future yet presents a chance to begin anew. Our nation has broken free of the shackles of a false faith, and Nidhogg shall lead his kindred against us no more. I doubt not that it will require much effort and perseverance. But 'tis my belief that in time, ISHGARD will again become a place where man and dragon may abide together in harmony.
I shall remember thy words. Yet be warned, Nidhogg's soul liveth on. His unbridled rage hath claimed for its vessel the one thou callest the Azure Dragoon.
Estinian.
Doubt not but that Nidhogg will call out to his brood ere long, nor that they shall answer him. Steel yourselves, for the true test is yet to come.
Come what may, we will never cease to believe. Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
1,000-year war cannot be ended in a day. It may take generations. What thou dost begin, thy children must continue. Entrust unto them thy hopes and dreams, that peace may reign again, and forevermore.
God damn. Oh. They finally opened their borders and part of the Eorzean Alliance. I think I need to give her a booster seat.
Let all here present attest that Sir Emmeric, acting on behalf of the Archbishop, has appended his signature. I do hereby declare that from this day forth, the Holy See of ISHGARD shall once more be counted a member of the Eorzean Alliance. Let our nations move forward as one and stand united against the Garlean Empire.
For the future of Eorzea.
For the future of Eorzea!
Maya Uchida is Shiva in the Japanese. In Japanese? Oh my god.
There you are. A noble monument to a noble soul.
From here, Lord Orshafon can watch over all of Ishgard.
It has been a long and arduous journey, and we have lost much and more along the way. Yet come what may, we must stay true to our purpose and press on.
That's right, you two. It's high time we got back to rebuilding the Scions. Which means we're going to need money! And lots of it!
Is it gonna be the credit?
So ends a glorious chapter in their tale. However, tumultuous days yet lie ahead for ISHGARD. After 1,000 years under the yoke of the Church, the people take their first tentative steps into the unknown. And though they spy a glimmer of peace upon the horizon, Nidhogg's vengeful shadow yet remains to darken the way. Be that as it may, so long as the young commander of the Temple Knights and his heroic companions are there to guide them, the people may hold fast to hope. The hope that one day true peace will return to ISHGARD, and that man and dragon may live in harmony once more. Let the deeds writ herein never be forgot, that they may inspire generations yet unborn to strive ever heavensward.
Oh, now there's the credits. But I gotta look it up. Am I able to actually? Could send me to the, yeah, there you go. Okay, I could skip the credits. I learned now.
So La Habrea and Igaeorm have fallen, bested by mortals in their attempt to initiate the 8th rejoining. That they should be so complacent.
Wait, he's on the moon.
And now it falls to me to deal with the consequences. Without intervention, the balance between light and darkness will begin to shift, placing our mission in jeopardy. Hydaelyn's champion has grown too strong. Her might encroaches upon the realm of gods. Equilibrium must needs be restored. The time has come for you and yours to join the fray. Warrior of Darkness.
What? What? Huh? What? Warrior of Darkness? Excuse me? Yeah, there's this thing. I don't know what the fuck it is. Look.
Remind me, why is there no rest for the righteous?
Because they care, Master Garland.
What is that? It's that thing. Is that a Darlian ship? Oh my god, that's huge. It's not a ship.
Of all the things they could have picked to play with, that's not a toy, you bloody fools, it's a primal!
Oh, a primal? Spires of deception crumble to dust to lay bare truths long concealed. Beyond simmering shadow lieth shimmering light. Oh my, okay, hold on, I need to go bathroom. Over now. After long years of estrangement, ISHGARD rejoins the sister nations in the Alliance. Words cannot well express my joy. None of this would have been possible without you, my friend. Change is coming to Eorzea, though it will inevitably bring with it a measure of upheaval. With hard work, peace and prosperity are sure to follow. And yet, even as we look forward to the coming of a new age, we must needs be wary of old threats. The lords of Garlemald have not relinquished their claim upon Eorzea, and we shall be forced to contend with them again ere long. And then there is the matter of our comrade Estinian, claimed body and soul by Nidhogg. If there is a way to rescue him, we must find it. Suffice it to say, the path ahead holds no shortage of challenges, but together we shall overcome them. Fortuitous timing as always, Ceres. Taru was about to brief me on the search of our missing comrades. You'd be so kind then? Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Falamin helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in Limsa, wanting to then disappear? Well, according to Riol, she kept aboard a ship bound to Rads at Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places. Riol thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Minfilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two. But it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of a Charlean scholar, one of the students of Baldessian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first, we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Ceres, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? Yeah, sure, why not? In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know? Keep fighting the good fight, Tataru. Congregation of the Ninth Most Heavenly. That's Alright, let's go talk with Emmerich. Hello.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new Archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
It was cool, wasn't it?
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annexed Shrine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of ISHGARD trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength.
Nidhogg.
Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Yeah, damn. I'm pretty sure I have a hat on this, don't I? Yeah. Oh, a turban. I got a turban? How does this look? Oh my. I keep put that off. Thank you very much. I know little of the lands these dragons call home, this annexed shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it, that even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Ceres and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tataru, Ceres. Let us. Hello, Tataru. Ow. So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidofnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Y'shtola in Edelshire. You'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavor to join Y'shtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Ceres, who have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Let me guess, the person I'm gonna be, the scholar is gonna be LSA. That's just my guess, my game theory, if you will. Oh my god, look at that one. You ready then? Good, so am I. Almond cream croissant. Hot chocolate. Yeah, hot chocolate. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest we shall cross the western highlands and make for Tailfeather, in the DRAVANIAN Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables wait. Or we can just use the aetheryte crystals. No? We could just do that. I'm saying. Wow. Oh, there you go, let's go. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon DRAVANIAN soil would be at the head of an army. Here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. But well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Isael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them. And for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands. Men, women, children, all slain in the name of the impeccable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side she fought in service to the greater good, even unto her dying breath. While that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphino, yet who can say what might come to pass? Should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. Must press on to Annex Shrine. You will follow me. And then I have the other crystal. Oh. Get off me. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Isael. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of ISHGARD and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth. That King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal the truth. A truth which was at last laid bare by the warrior of light, the Azure Dragoon, and Isael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment. Our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Isael once did. We must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in ISHGARD. A most unexpected invitation. I've heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on a peace for want of patience. Ah, fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. So the Nath are acting silly, are they? Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you don't need to wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was. And thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Alright, that's one step closer to peace. So it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I should be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Menphili and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Edelshire. Yep. Go ahead, go to Edelshire. Idleshire. How to pronounce it, I'll be on it. Now who is this scholar? Can I fly here? No, I can't fly here. Guess that makes sense. Ah, Ceres, 'tis good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business in Annex Shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidolfnir go well? As well as can be expected, she must discuss Sir Emeric's proposal with Hraesvelgr, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Sharlayan guest? Has she arrived? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Damn, I gotta clear my throat a lot. But what the fuck is this? Oh god. I went a little bit too far, apparently. Who is it? Who is it?
I'm terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Oh my god, she's adorable.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kral, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Why did he make that face?
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue.
I like that. This coat thing she has. I want it. I'm sure there's a way to get it.
You must be the warrior of light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss. And who is that I spy but young Alphonseau Leveilleur himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Miss Cryle and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Cryle.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
He's getting bullied.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best you explain your plan to her in person.
It's always funny seeing Alphonseau get teased. Oh, that thing actually changed too. Look at it. It was a temple. I didn't think it was like a fucking mech. Oh. Fate joined? Nah, I don't think so. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Worry, I'll show you the secrets. I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, and I don't care where you tread. Rest assured they are all true. What's this? Ow.
Oh. Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
A little bit of both.
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Cryle, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Oh yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Cryle, you too possess the echo.
Well, yes, of course I do.
She says that so matter-of-factly.
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
She's not getting any younger.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the scions of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Look how done. Look how done she is with it all.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light.
Did I get one?
But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
Yay! Gonna find Thancred.
Then let us begin.
wonder if they're all gonna get glow ups like Y'shtola.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
We've got. Sounds like a plan.